Warning, this show may contain some crude humor and mild swearing. Listener discretion is advised. This show is produced by Geek Happy Network, constantly curious about the things we love. If you enjoy listening to Smörgåsbord, remember to subscribe to the show on Spotify, YouTube, or on your favorite podcast app. Remember to leave a review. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
This is Smörgåsbord!
Welcome to Smörgåsbord, a show where we explore the rituals, myths, and all things strange about the world of food. I'm Mick, and here is my co-host.
Angel, I'm not dying, don't worry.
And today we're looking into poop.
Poopies.
Looking into poop.
We kind of mentioned poop last
Ptarmigan,
time.
I think it's called. Ptarmigan poop.
Yo, I have no idea what you have planned for this episode because
Yeah.
I didn't get further than the bat one.
Right. So last episode we were talking about bat food, and when I was researching into guano, I started looking into edible poops, and I came across this thing, a ptarmigan, Ptarmigan. This animal poops, and people apparently eat this.
Sounds like Parmesan, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ptarmigan. I think that's how it's
Ptarmigan.
pronounced.
Oh, the P is silent.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know if maybe it's pronounced ptarmigan.
No, the P is silent.
Yeah,
like
ptarmigan, I guess.
pterodactyl
So yeah, we'll call it ptarmigan
or
then.
pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah, the P
Yeah,
is silent.
fair
Why do we
enough.
even have the P? Why do we even have that
Yeah.
letter?
Just call it ptarmigan.
Ptarmigan. Okay.
Apparently in Greenland, they eat this ptarmigan poop as food. But unlike most of our episodes where we have weird foods that they eat for medicinal purposes, they actually don't eat this for medicinal purposes. They actually eat this for sustenance.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. However, it's not really because they want to eat it per se. What you'll find out is they usually just eat it because food in Greenland can be scarce sometimes. So they have to find unique ways to find food. And to really come on.
I'm Googling ptarmigan right now. I actually didn't even know what kind of animal it was.
It's a bird.
It looks like a pheasant
Yeah.
type.
And really at the
bird.
end of it all, is it really so strange to eat shit? We say it all the time. We might as well do it.
It could be good for you.
Yeah.
You never know.
Exactly. And today we'll find out, because we're going to cover this unique dish and also look into what makes ptarmigans cool.
Are they cool?
I think they are. I don't know. What exactly are ptarmigans, as you were trying to find out? Well,
Yeah.
they're part of the Galliform order, which includes birds like chickens, turkeys, and pheasants.
The what order? This sounds like a cult.
Galliforms.
Or like a clan.
Galliformes. The Galliforms.
That
They're all
sounds
the
like a
birds you
guild
eat.
that I want to be part of.
Yeah, I mean, the chickens are part of it, so I'm in.
Me too. I
Yeah.
want a cloak. I
Correct.
want a whole chicken suit to wear to our meetings.
Yeah. So if there is a secret Galliform order, invite us.
Yes, please. We'll bring our own costumes.
Yeah.
Or chicken onesies.
Chicken ones. Can we make a T-shirt for that? The Galliform order. The order of the Galliform, and it's just chickens,
Ooh,
turkeys,
It should be.
pheasants, and then you have a ptarmigan
It'll
taking
just be
a
a
shit in the
gizzard.
background.
It's so artistic
Yeah,
and mysterious.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, because ptarmigans are part of this order, I would assume they're probably tasty then. But specifically, if we go more,
But we're not talking about eating actually the birds.
No, we're not eating the birds. Yeah,
We're talking about the poops.
Yeah, and specifically, they're part of the grouse family. So if that name probably sounds more familiar to you than ptarmigan. Yeah, so the grouse family is where the ptarmigans are part of. The word itself, ptarmigan, comes from the word tarmachan, which is a Scottish Gaelic word that means croaker. I think it's because if you listen to how the sound that ptarmigans make, they're kind of really high-pitched, squeaky sounds.
Oh, that sounds cute. That
think
sounds
I
like
am
my
I'm not a
chair
bird
before
watcher
I
or a bird caller.
WD-40'd it.
Yeah. They might as well just call ptarmigans squeaky chairs.
Squeaky chairs. Yeah.
Ptarmigans also have different names around the world. In the States, they're called snow chickens.
Snow chickens. That's so
In
cute.
Japan, they're called raicho, which means thunderbird.
Ooh.
And they're also called harefeet in Greek. I don't know how to pronounce the Greek one, but
I like how these
translates
names
to
like
harefeet.
really range from derpy to like majestic.
Yeah.
It's like
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird, but that's also a snow chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they look more like a snow chicken to me.
Yeah, I think so.
They don't
too.
have that like bird of prey look
Yeah.
that I expect a thunderbird to
Yeah,
be.
when I think of thunderbird, it's not that. Maybe it's the sound they make. They also sound like bats, apparently.
This is just our go-to
Or dodo
sound.
birds. Just every animal sounds like that.
Every animal sounds like this.
When it comes to specific species of ptarmigan, we're looking more into the rock ptarmigan of anything of all the different species. Physically, the ptarmigans look like chickens mixed with a pigeon is kind of what I think when I saw them.
Yeah. I'm
They
looking
have
at one right now.
quite a plumage of feathers, which allow them to survive in the cold weather. The reason being is because some ptarmigans actually exist mostly in the north, in the cold. And specifically the rock ptarmigan itself exclusively exists in the frigid north. So they're one of the very rare birds that actually don't even leave the north. They spend their
like it
whole
cold.
lives. Yeah, they spend pretty much their whole lives in the tundra. They're like the Jon Snows, I guess. Maybe it doesn't
Jon
look like
Snow.
maybe it doesn't look like a ferret pooping. It looks like a ptarmigan pooping.
Have you been binge watching Game of Thrones?
I have not
What?
actually. It's just I
Okay,
think of
Jon Snow is
something-
just always on your mind.
well, I think when I think of something shitty, I keep thinking of Game of Thrones, so it comes out.
Fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah. The ptarmigans, like we mentioned, spend most of their time in the tundra, maybe only heading south during the dark winter days. Yeah, they don't really hibernate out of the north. They usually just stay there. You'd find them in the northernmost parts of North America, Greenland, or mountain ranges like the Alps or the Altai Mountains. They're actually kind of small for birds, growing only to about 35 centimeters and weighing about 500 grams.
No, not very much meat,
No, they're
but
light.
they can make the poops.
They can make the poops. Ptarmigans themselves live for about 2 years and only become sexually active a quarter way through their life, so 6 months in. Male ptarmigans would have a battle of comb sizes, like peacocks, to display their aggression towards other males or their attraction to female ptarmigans. The bigger your comb, usually the more mates you can have, so they're not a monogamous species.
Hey, if you only live 2 years,
Yeah, I guess so.
YOLO.
Yeah, exactly. Interestingly, though, they usually flock together by sex, so you'd see males separate from females when you see them in the fields. What I found coolest
Yeah.
about ptarmigans is their feathers, which actually their feathers change color based on the weather.
Oh, cool.
So in the summertime, their feathers are brown with dark stripes, while in winter, they're white.
They're white.
Interestingly,
Just
male
snow chicken.
ptarmigans, yeah, snow chickens. Interestingly, male ptarmigans will keep their white feathers longer than females would. So if you see a white ptarmigan during the summertime, which
It's
is
a boy.
really somewhat easy to spot because it's just a white spot in a green field, they're most likely a boy.
Oh, boy.
When it comes to the ptarmigan diet, ptarmigans eat like chickens, meaning they're ground feeders, so they eat in the ground. They're also mostly herbivores with the occasional diet of insects. The exception here is younger ptarmigans usually would have a higher diet of insects compared to adults. So as you get older, I guess the more sexually active you are, the more vegetables you eat, which I guess vegetarians are now going to use. You know how like vegetarians will tell you your libido will improve if you're vegetarian.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Well,
That's what squash can do to a man.
maybe that's why ptarmigans don't switch over. They become sexually active. They're like, nope, no more insects.
Yeah. Eat a whole ass zucchini.
Yeah, insects.
You good to
No,
go?
Just sex. So usually they'd eat berries, leaves, seeds, or flowers. as they're kind of small birds with small beaks as well, if you see them in photos. So as they're rather small birds with small beaks, they usually follow bigger animals like caribous, who clear up the snow for them so they have better access to the ground to eat.
Ah, teamwork.
Yeah.
Great. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. When it comes to digestion, ptarmigans often poop multiple times in the same place, apparently. They do this because they tend to stay rather stationary for long periods of time, I'm assuming because of the cold. So sometimes they say they probably could poop in the same spot for about 50-ish times.
Oh my god.
They leave quite the pile of
Nasty.
shit. Yeah.
Nasty kids.
So I think leaving, because they do leave...
At least like turn around or turn in circles. You make like a donut of poop.
Like poop, make a baby step. Poop, baby
Yeah.
step. You know.
Yeah, so you make like a circle of poop, and then when your circle is complete, you leave.
Yeah, no.
And you go make a new circle.
They just drop it. Have you ever watched...
Until it like gets so thick that it touches their butt, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Time to move.
Which makes me think, you ever watched Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Remember that scene where she's like digging through a pile of poop?
Oh, yeah.
They were saying there was a Triceratops poop, right? But like Triceratops
don't
are really
remember.
low from the ground. And that was a
Yeah.
really tall pile of poop.
Well, they're low to the ground from their perspective.
Yeah.
From dinosaur perspective.
So like,
But like,
are there
they're probably way
buttholes-
taller than us.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know. Just thinking, like, I guess their buttholes are really high up and it just fountains to the ground. It's a beautiful fountain of shit.
Shit. Oh, nice. That's what everybody deserves.
Exactly. So maybe ptarmigans should try that.
Yes. They should be higher up.
Yeah.
Do they even fly? Do they fly?
Yeah, they do. I think so.
Oh, they do.
I think they do.
Okay.
Because they do leave quite a pile of poo, I think this is the reason why ptarmigan poop, or as locals will call Urumiit, became a delicacy in Greenland. Because then it's an accessible pile of potential food source that you could use in...
You can just pick up from the ground.
Yeah, and it's a whole pile, right?
It's like, why hunt for truffles?
Yeah.
You can just pick up shit.
Yeah, exactly. So as you probably know, in Greenland, it's made of ice, as Mighty Ducks tell us. But
Don't let the word green fool you.
yeah, don't let the word green fool you. It's a very cold place, so finding access to food can be rather scarce. But when it comes to collecting ptarmigan poop, or Urumiit, it's actually a seasonal dish, only eaten or collected during the winter time. Would you want to guess why?
Because they can't find anything else in the wintertime to eat. Not even sticks.
No, actually, the reason comes more from the ptarmigans itself. Because during the summertime, it's warmer. The poops come out more gooey.
You can make it into like a sauce instead.
Well, apparently, during the summertime, this gooiness makes it rather gross to eat poop rather than the dried out poop
it's
pellets
the same
during
thing,
the winter
right?
time.
It's just different consistency.
I don't know. Maybe it is different. Like,
You know, you have like super firm tofu, and then you have like silken tofu.
yeah,
But it's still tofu
I mean-
at the end of the day.
it's like the way I think about it is I don't really like eating tofu, but if I eat like dried or fried tofu, it's good. So that's why they eat it. There, as we mentioned, the resource scarcity is a thing in Greenland. And poop can be somewhat nutritious because, as we mentioned, ptarmigans have a healthy diet of different berries, leaves, seeds, or flowers. They tend to eat also willows or birch trees. So their poop is kind of plant matter heavy, which can then provide people with a level of nutrition that protein does not, or eating animals do not. So essentially, it's their
special.
salad.
It's a poop salad.
It's a poop salad. Exactly. How to cook it. So when it comes to how to actually cook the ptarmigan poop, let's say you're in the middle of winter in Greenland, you're starving, so you go out to your local flock of ptarmigans, go chat to Daryl or Darnell there. I don't know why I named him. Let's rewind this.
No, let's not rewind. Let's keep going.
So you go up to your local flock of ptarmigans. You go meet up with Daryl there.
And Darnell, don't forget Darnell.
And Darnell. and
Unsung hero.
Yeah, and ask them for some prime ptarmigan pellets. So you come home with this pretty hefty bag of ptarmigan pellets, probably because Karen had a whole load of berries the other day and she just had this massive pile. How would you cook all of that? Well, first you need
If you're going to ask me, it's going to be popcorn poop.
popcorn food. Deep fry it.
You will deep fry it. Yes.
Yep, deep fry it and then have some seal oil sauce with it.
Oh, disgusting delicious.
If you don't choose to fry it into ptarmigan poop popcorn, you could also
Poopcorn.
Yeah, poopcorn. If you don't want your poopcorn, you will need a couple things to make a proper ptarmigan dish, Urumiit dish. You'll need some seal meat and rancid seal oil.
Rancid.
Yeah,
That's
this
very descriptive.
This dish gets better and better.
You can't accept normal seal oil. It has to be
Rancid seal
rancid.
oil, apparently, yeah. If you want to make it in the most traditional way, you would first cut up the seal meat and chew these pieces. And then spit it all back out into a bowl.
Oh, man.
You could also add some spit to the bowl if you want to, smoothen up your bowl.
This sounds awful.
This allows your meat to ferment and season a bit, apparently.
Ah, yes. Fermentation.
The chewing is usually done by the matriarch of the household.
Because mama spit
Mama
is better.
spits better, yeah. I mean, birds do that too, right? Like they chew up the masticating.
Not to
or
preserve.
whatever.
Just to chew it up so it's easier for the babies to swallow.
But I've never eaten seal. I don't know what seal meat's like either, but I would assume maybe that's why seal meat can be rather tough.
Maybe it's tough.
Yeah, so then you chew it up and make it easier to eat. So once you're done chewing, you could mix in the poop into the bowl, the ones you collected from Darrow. Put the poop into the bowl. It should be rather dry. Ptarmigan poop is rather tissue-like. If you've ever eaten any kind of animal tissue, it's kind of fibrous, I guess is another word for it.
Hey, it's important to get your daily fibers.
Yeah, so you mix in the poop there, you mix in the meat, get it all together there in a nice little bowl. Once you mix it for a while, you could add your rancid seal oil. You could also use your everyday sheep's oil if you want.
Better than rancid oil.
Yeah. And stir. Mix all those together. Now you can grab your pot, cook it to your desired tenderness, unless you want to eat it raw, like a poop salad, I guess. Or what do you call that? The one with the tuna. Like
tuna?
Yeah, the dish with raw tuna. And
poke bowl?
Yeah, if you want your own seal and ptarmigan poop poke bowl, you could keep it raw.
Yes.
Or you could cook it to your desired tenderness. There you have it. Super simple recipe, very straightforward. If you're ever hungry in the middle of Greenland, there you go. You're welcome.
I don't know if I'll ever be lost and hungry in Greenland. I mean, I would like to go there. It looks cool.
Yeah.
But I don't want to eat poop.
Hopefully you don't have to.
I did say once that I'll eat anything if it's fried. I think this might be the exception.
Ptarmigan poop.
If
it helps, you may also want to have your favorite alcohol handy while you eat this. It helps cut the taste.
I got my hand sanitizer that's at least 60% alcohol. So
yeah, you could.
So you know it's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, you could try line your tongue with that a little bit before having your ptarmigan salad or fried ptarmigan poop. And as we do in the show, we always ask the 2 questions.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The questions that I didn't know was a thing that we were asking, even though we have been asking them. Apparently.
We have. Yeah. When it comes to whether
is it good?
Yeah, is it
good?
Is it good? Well, the smell of ptarmigan poop is apparently similar to really strong gorgonzola cheese.
I mean, I fucking love cheese.
There you go.
Maybe it's a thing for me.
Might change your mind. Texture-wise, it's rather crunchy, likely because the poop's rather fibrous. So when you cook it, it kind of gets crunchy.
So it's fiber cheese.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Flavor-wise, it would taste apparently like fermented plants or vegetables. Apparently doesn't taste like poop. I would guess it probably might be similar to natto.
Oh, yes. The slimiest.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I quite like that.
Really? Oh, I can't stand it. It's like durian for me.
Well, you don't like slimy things because you don't like okra either.
I like okra.
Oh, really? Somebody doesn't like okra. I don't remember who it is.
You boil okra with some vinegar and shrimp paste. It's amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I like it dry too.
Oh, I like mine slimy.
Like slimy.
With
Oh,
with
I
the
can't.
vinegar and shrimp paste. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sad I can't go and get my daily fix of okra, dried okras.
Oh.
Because the store is closed.
Oh, that sucks.
Because it's like a self-serve bulk bin type of situation.
Oh, right.
And you're just not allowed to have that now.
Yeah.
Because you'll die.
Fair enough. And when it comes to whether or not this dish is healthy, I would say it's not a cure for cancer, but given that the dish exists because of the need for sustenance in a very... I wouldn't say necessarily that it's a cure for cancer, but given what's available in a very scarce landscape where you just need some level of sustenance, it's good. It's a good source of fiber.
It's all right.
Yeah, so you get your vegetable.
You can eat that, or you can eat... I don't even know if they have grass there.
I think they do, but I guess this is just better than grass. So
like, I read about Greenland and how like every other foreign peoples that land there and try to colonize it have failed because there's just not enough food.
Yeah. I mean, that would be my guess as why places like England became conquerors. Is they're like, well, nobody's conquering us because nobody wants to be here and we don't want to be here. So
I know the Vikings tried to live on Greenland and they were like, nah.
It's already cold enough in our place.
Yeah.
I didn't want colder land.
Can't grow anything here.
Yeah.
We gotta eat shit.
Yeah, that's probably why there's the whole like conqueror thing happened. Maybe is because people are just too cold for where they lived for, and they're like, maybe there must be a better place.
Yes, and then they have to fight
Yeah.
when they get there and they realize people already live there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I had for ptarmigan poop. I'm curious. I don't know if I'll actually try it, but it doesn't seem as bad as like other forms of poop.
Other forms of poop that'll probably kill you.
Yeah. Like bat poop.
Bad poop is bad news.
Like bat poop looks nasty, but like a nice winter ptarmigan poop
that you bought from your local grocer, Darnell.
Yeah. I think it might be good, you know. I'd say probably eat this before I'd eat bat though.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
On the list of probable food.
Yeah.
It's slightly higher.
Yeah. All right, let's go find a bag of ptarmigan poop.
We can't fly to Greenland. Oh, you know what? Ptarmigans also live in Canada.
Oh. Yeah, they do. They do. The
In the
rock ptarmigans
cold.
do. All the way up north.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Time for snacks.
Yeah. So how's the quarantine food? What's your quarantine?
My
Still in the
quarantine
Cheetos.
food, aside from Cheetos, I've also been making smoothies.
Oh, nice. Cheeto
That's pretty
smoothies?
healthy. Not Cheeto smoothies, but fruity type.
Oh, nice. There you go.
You know, yeah, that's probably the most healthy thing that I'll be ingesting in the next, I don't know how long, very long time.
Look at you surviving the
Living the
living
gauntlet
the dream.
of
yeah.
COVID-19. You know, like I have that baby fridge too, so I can't
nice.
keep that much frozen stuff.
Fair enough.
So I have one bag of mangoes in there and that's it. So I can't get anything else frozen until I finish it in smoothie form.
Oh, that's awesome. You get mango smoothies.
Yeah, delicious.
Well, that's good.
The trick is to add coconut milk.
Oh, that's a good call.
Oh yeah. So banana, mango, coconut milk,
Banana, mango.
and then I add a little bit of pineapple juice.
Yeah. Have that with a side of ptarmigan poop and seal fat.
Oh, I love it.
There you go.
Rancid seal, don't forget.
Rancid seal
It has
oil.
to be rancid.
Remember to chew up your seal meat too.
Regurgitate.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for this episode. Hopefully we've motivated you to eat some ptarmigan poop.
Or, you know, at least to go forage your own food. Don't be lazy.
Yeah.
But also keep away from people.
Yeah. Forage your own food, but social distance.
Don't forget to distance.
Yeah. Remember. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
This is Smörgåsbord.
Have a ritual, myth, or something strange you want us to explore? Send us a message through Facebook at Geek Happy Network or email us at team@geekhappynetwork.com. We'd love to hear from our fellow Smorgies. This show was created by Angel Lynn and Mick Narciso, hosted by Angel Lynn and Mick Narciso, edited by Mick Narciso and Bianca Goico, logo and graphics by Angel Lynn, music by Mick Narciso, and videography by Bianca Goico.